Greetings, 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 greetings. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Tuesday. ANC warriors, Ashe, Ashe, greetings, greetings, greetings. Yes, let me put something in here just in case anyone wants to commune. Greetings, Ashe, Ashe, greetings, greetings, greetings. How are y'all? How are y'all on this Tuesday, on this day of Ogun, on this day of Ursuli Dawntour, on this day of Guanbois, on this day of Boso, Ashe, Ashe, and for those that rock, on this day of Oshun, Ashe, Ashe, AYIBOBO, Ashe, happy dark moon, Lilith, Hecate, Medusa, Persephone, or any other dark moon goddess that you rock with. Today is also their day. Ashe, Ashe. Dark moon, new moon for those that rock, Amethyst+Clover. We do not skip the dark moon. She has energy of her own, a good time and moment to just be peace. You know, the dark moon is voided of all light. So shadow work, introspection, banishings, getting rid of things that are no longer serving you. Be specific as you can when you're asking for things to be removed that are no longer serving you. Name them, you know, and then work that portion and allow it to work you. Ashe, Ashe. So yeah, before we get into this reading, if you haven't subscribed, if you feel, you know, the energy and the flow of it all, go ahead and smash that button, hit that bell for new notifications, commune. I do like to talk, Ashe, Ashe, and all of that yummy goodness, AYIBOBO. So before we get started, I have a thing posted in my group in Amethyst+Clover, and I just wanted to read it. It is the new moon in Taurus, May the 11th, 2021. This moon is about moving confidently to design, create, manifest, and experience the life that aligns with your true heart and soul. It is about manifesting the abundance, wealth, and blessings that you truly deserve and that you already have. It already belongs to you, Ashe. You're moving into a new, more sure and aware than before space because of your commitment and self-transformation, Ashe. Yes. When you take your power back on Amethyst+Clover for our warriors, we let them have that raggedy shit. When we recreate, when we generate, because, you know, we have infinite supply, Ashe. When you go through all of that and reinforce yourself from the inside out, removing old relationships, environment, family, jobs, it shows how much you're outgrowing the collective unconscious of humanity. Basically, yeah, they're not where you are, and there's no point in trying to drag them along for the ride. Ashe, Ashe. Where do we leave off? This is your confirmation that you're guided and protected on your new life's journey. Accept and see the relevance of endings that are divinely coordinated by the universe. As above, so below, as within, so without, and more to be times 3, baby. Yes, go ahead and accept it. You know, this is in regards to the divine. 11 is in regards to spiritual messages, you know, so 11 is also a master number. So coming from the higher up, higher ascensions, your spirit guide, your spirit councils, spirit animals, Lawaz, Orishas, however you rock, Ashe, Ashe. So yeah, I'm not trying to make this super long because y'all know I can talk in my talky talk. So let's just get right on into it. I've already pulled some cards, haven't seen them, seen one because it came face up. So one is face up, one is face down. So we'll take this one as the as below, as above, and the one that is face down is the so below, Ashe. So the as above says retreat, spoil yourself in the morning mist, breathe in nature's sweet scents, Ashe, Ashe. So basically that shadow work, that dark moon, introspection, retreating, going within, seeing things for as they are, what's no longer serving, what needs to get rid of, what do you need to let go, let all that stuff go. And then in the rising with the new moon, Amethyst+Clover, that little sliver of light is what constitutes the new moon for those that rock, Ashe. So tonight is a good night to go ahead and, you know, make room for all that yummy goodness that is coming through, for anything that you've been manifesting, working on, new thoughts, new dreams, new ideas, and you've been working to that point with the energy of earth. Taurus energy, being grounded, making sure everything is stable, having everything in its place, checking on your home, your family, your money, Ashe. And what do you want to recreate, generate, bring in abundantly, Ashe. Make room. Be peace. Do some meditation. Do your journals. Do some sankophering. Take a look at the last dark moon or new moon cycle. See what was taking place at that time. There's always a pattern, and you can really see what you need to take with you on this leg, but may still be lagging from, the last dark moon, the last new moon. Ashe, Ashe. And the soul below, transform, emerge with beauty and grace from your cocoon. Yes, I love that. So what that is basically saying is it's time to come on out. It's time to come on out, Ashe. Caterpillar, butterfly, dragonfly, even a moth, Ashe. You've gone through a lot of changes and a lot of challenges, and you've grown from it. It's time to go ahead and break free. And also during this time, especially when you're dealing with the dark moon, you don't really require anyone's assistance. Even if you feel like you do, this is your leg. This is your time to break free. You cannot assist the butterfly from getting out of its cocoon, because that's how it strengthens its wings, and that's how it's able to fly successfully. Ashe, Ashe. So yeah, don't allow the scars, your battle scars, to make you feel less than. Don't allow the world to make you feel less than. Don't let anything make you feel less than. You're beautiful. Everything that you've gone through and everything that you've endured, whether it's showing mentally, physically, psychologically, energetically, all of the leaves, it is a show and a testament of your strength, of your determination, of your courage, of your passion. Those are beautiful traits. Ashe, Ashe. So let's take a look at the overall messages. There are several. Gifts. Take a look for yourself. Get the energy and the vibrations of it. What do you see? What's the first thing that drew your eye? And then what does that mean to you? You know what I'm saying? Gifts, ancestors, spirit guides, the divine. They're giving you gifts, but it may not be in the manner in which you think. Ashe, Ashe. And some of us are still trying to figure out our soul purpose, our life mission. Do we have any gifts and talents? Yeah, they just may not be what you want them to be or what you think they should be, so just hone in. And we all have gifts. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We all have gifts. Ashe, Ashe. The next one, grief. Yeah, we've been experiencing a lot of grief. 2020 was like the jump off, and it just carried into 2021. It's a 5-year, so it is about transformations and changes and ascensions and things like that, not just in regards to conflict and strife, but actual transformation. Oshun today is definitely her day, rocking with that energy on a Tuesday, and that her number is 5. For those that don't know, Oshun number is 5. So it's all about change. It's all about transformation. It's all about doing things naturally, organically, like the cycle of life. But it's also about sensuality, sexuality, allowing things to come to an end and you coming into your own. Come through with that cocoon and a butterfly, baby. So yeah, Taurus energy is also Venus energy, which is all about love, comfort. So you could be going through things in regards to a relationship. Maybe a relationship is ending. You're grieving it. It could have been for a long time. It could have been something where you saw forever and the other person did not, or vice versa. They saw forever and you did not, and you feel bad about having to live in your truth. Let's just be clear, because living your truth is such a powerful thing, but it does cause some pain and some grief when you have to let people go. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It definitely could be platonic. Maybe you're leaving a job that you was on for a long time, and you're sad about it. But that transformation in this card is directly under transform. So it's all in regards to, again, letting go of the old and making room for the new. You have to be bold. You have to be brave. You have to take no shit. Ashe. Ashe. And the third one is memory. And I just spoke on Sankofa when I was talking about journaling, and things of that nature. So don't forget why you're doing what you're doing. Don't forget that you're not alone. Don't forget that you're not the only one that is going through whatever it is that life is bringing you, or whatever karmic debt that you have coming. It has been rocking for a long time. You will reap what you sow. Ashe, ashe. So that is always that karmic energy. But definitely remember your ancestors, remember your loved ones. Mother's Day for me was very tough. This was my first Mother's Day with my mom on a different plane in a different realm. And it was definitely a struggle. This is the longest I've gone without seeing her in my whole life. And I started to go down that rabbit hole. So shout out to my husband for really coming through and keeping me busy, and just, all of my favorite things on deck. And I got to force it. I allowed myself to cry. I allowed myself to remember her in all her glory. Ashe, ashe. But also take a look in regards to who you were. We're not the same people that we were when we started this journey, or even as far as yesterday. We've grown, we've changed, we've learned something, we've added to us. So that's what makes us different. But remember why we're doing what we're doing. Don't lose sight of that. I know it's easy right now to just want to throw in the towel and be like, fuck it. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're definitely going to, be resilient, be strong. Be brave. We don't know what's coming, but we do know that we've made it this far. We can handle it. We definitely can handle it. And we're definitely not alone. Definitely. Remember your ancestors. They are your front line, your biggest supporters. Ashe, ashe. And then you have anticipation. Litha. Anticipation. So whatever it is that you're feeling emotionally, physically, mentally, is definitely received a boost. It's definitely received a boost, especially when we just had that super full moon. Don't forget that energy doesn't just go away because the moon cycle has changed, or whatever it is you rock with. Now that phase is over, it doesn't mean that energy is gone. It's in us. We absorbed it. We're using it. Whether we know it or not, ashe. And this is a good time to also remember, since that came up, what took place in that super full moon. And that was in Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. So that's Taurus, polar opposite sign. So yeah, it's that the emotions of it all. You definitely want to sit with it. You definitely want to allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you want to feel. Greetings. You definitely want to allow yourself to feel that, the energies on the outside of us. People, just my opinion, just my thought, creatures of Amethyst+Clover, ashe. Some people are losing their mind. The energy and the vibration, they may not even understand what it is they're feeling. They may not even understand why they are feeling so intensely, to the point where we talked about this. They got to do something. And it seems as if right now it's not good. So, be mindful of your temperament. Be mindful of the things that you're trying to suppress, that is constantly trying to come up. And it's like a battle of the wills. And that could cause some depression, not a doctor, and I don't have depression, but just when I hear the word and how it would, affect me, it comes across to me that I'm desperately trying to hide from something. I'm desperately trying to forget something. I'm desperately trying to avoid something so dramatic and tragic, but it'll do you good to just go ahead and see it. Take that to your altar, to your therapist. I don't know. But for me, that's how I would work it. If I get really down and I'm really sad, I allow myself to feel it, but I don't stay there. I actually take a good look at it, like, what the fuck? Because I'm a happy person, and who wants to be sad? That's just my thought for me, not asking others, because that's not my realm. I'm speaking for me. When I look at me, myself, whether I'm in the mirror or I've done some introspection, I don't like to be sad. And that's the question that I ask myself when I say, who wants to be sad? That's me asking me, myself, and I. Which one of y'all want to be sad? Because I don't. And whatever it is, we're going to work through that. Ashe. So be mindful. And not only that, your gifts coming through with the gifts. Ashe, I hear you. Ashe, coming through with the gifts. Some of us are just starting our spiritual journey. We're just starting to tap in. What's going on, sis? Thank you, girl. Shit. Thank you. Some of us are coming into our own, with realizing what our gifts are, what our talents are, how we can better understand it, understand it, overstand it, work with it. Just know that they also are intensifying. Some people's grief is intensifying. And it'll do you good to really allow yourself to feel. You really want to feel right now. Yes. How y'all doing? Nobody. Well, I don't want to be sad, but it's hard. Ashe, it really is hard. But Amethyst+Clover, we some warriors, baby. We some warriors. And I'm never here to tell anyone how to deal with their grief, because when I hear words like grief to me is to the core. You know what I'm saying? It's like to the marrow of you. It's in the bones. And again, not a doctor. I am a coach therapist though. And I do like to express different perspectives, trying something new. It may or may not work. I don't know. But the beautiful thing of it is you do. You honestly do. And yeah, it is hard, but it's definitely worth it. At this time, for me, every day, I have to fight for me every day. I have to make sure that I understand and I understand that outside of the medical depression, I'm talking about being sad. So if you're talking about depression, baby, I'm not coming for you. But what I'm saying is when I'm extremely sad, I have to fight for me. I am choosing happiness. And then therefore, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get me back on track to happiness. If getting me back on track to happiness means that I'm going to take a good hard look at the fuck shit, the hurt, the disappointment, the anger, the rage, whatever it is that's causing me to be anything other than happy, then yeah, I want to address that. And for me, I don't try to take care of it in one fell swoop. I don't think that it's going to take 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about things like this, especially me, I make everything seem easy, but in my world, everything is simple. I make it complex. I know this, about myself. So I don't give myself a timeline. I just commit to every day choosing me. And when I feel those moments of happiness, I enjoy those moments of happiness. And it seems for me, in the midst of me being happy, it's like you said, it's hard because it seems to dissipate like mist, and then here comes that thing that was making me sad. Well, let it come on up. Take a good look at it. Yeah, I see you. And what do you see in that moment? Because whatever you see in that moment, that's the thing that you should address in that moment. And I don't know how long that takes. Every person is different. We're all unique, but that's how I work it. I'm like, okay, I'm sick of this. I get sick of myself. I'm sick of this. You know what I'm saying? So when I get sick of being sad, I'm sick of this. I'm over it. Like what? That's how I talk to myself. What? And I allow it to come up. And if 5 want to come up, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, you, and you. And then I take it in order of sometimes it's from the easiest to resolve, because who couldn't use a boost, or sometimes I'll take it from the biggest, because if I handle the big shit, all that other shit is no longer really a thing. And then therefore it's easier to deal with. So it all depends on how I like to rock. But one thing's for sure and 2 things for certain, I'm rocking. Ashe. Oh, yes. Ritual, invocation. Yeah, they're saying now is a good time. Now is definitely a good time to, with that dark moon energy and everything that we're feeling, make that shit known, make it real, make it legit, mean it. Ashe, Ashe, mean that shit. Now is a good time to go ahead and write. Do you know, everybody has their own ways, and there are tons of people on YouTube that can help you write a ritual. I am a firm believer of rocking, well, not firm believer, but I rocks with spirit. I let my spirit come through. Sometimes the word rhymes, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it seems like they don't make no sense, and sometimes it seems like they make perfect sense. However it comes through, that's what it is. So don't be too hard on yourself when you're trying to develop the gifts of writing rituals. It's just intentions, saying what you mean and meaning what you say, and putting that energy and that fire and that love and that passion, all of it into it, and push it out there. For me, a lot of things are very, I visualize a lot. When I'm taking a shower and I want to get the day off me, I can actually see the day on me, and then I'm removing the day off me. I'm being intentional when I wash my hair. I'm being intentional when I'm washing my face and moving on down, and hitting the feet. I'm always with my feet last. And then I visualize all of it going down the drain. And as I do that, I'm breathing, and I can feel that weight being lifted. It really does, it helps. I would start with a nice good shower, a nice good bath, today, and really just allow yourself to see and feel what's causing any type of blockages, what's causing the hurt, what's causing the pain, what's causing you for being delayed. Things are trying to get to you. You can feel it, but it seems like things are just not happening, or they're not happening fast enough. There's a reason for all of that. But the one thing that you have to do is you have to remain calm, and you have to keep your faith, and you have to keep your energy up, because as soon as your mind starts to turn that negative corner, that's where the block is. If something inside of you feels as though that you're not worthy, that's creating a block. If somebody feels as though they've even gotten something so beautiful, my niece just bought one of my favorite vehicles, baby, if not the, because Jeeps are, yeah. But she just treated herself to a Range Rover. She works absolutely hard. She's a beautiful mom. She takes care of all of her business, and these are the things that she wanted. But then there's a part of us, when we actually get the things that we're working towards, we feel like we got to keep it to ourselves, or we got to not mention it because it's going to get under someone else's skin. No, baby, you worked your ass off for it. That's for you. Don't live small to make someone else happy, because guess who's not going to be happy? You won't be, because then it turns into resentment. I mean, they sit up there, they get to do whatever it is they want to do. They can say whatever it is they want to say, and then I got to be over here. No, you don't gotta. You're choosing, So if you're choosing happiness, be happy. If you worked your ass off and something is finally working out for you, be happy. Be happy. And that energy, to the people that, for lack of a better word, to the haters and, all of that secretly are not happy for the people that are around them or in their life when they're getting, their accolades and they're getting their harvest. That energy comes around. It legit comes around. That whole bird of a feather, that thing is legit. But if you're secretly hating, you know what you're doing? You're taking yourself out of that circle. That's why it's missing you. That's why it's missing you. Instead of being genuinely happy for that sister or that brother, that coworker, that friend, you over there secretly hating, it's going to miss you. It's going to be like, oh, they don't want happiness. They don't want their harvest. On to the next. And then, it'd be like, you're normally second in line, third in line, wherever you are in line. And you see the person is normally behind you getting it, and they get it before you do. And you look around like, what the fuck? Stupid. Just saying. Earth, grounding, come through Taurus energy. Yeah. And like I said, it's a good day to manifest what you want. But in order to do that, you really must make room. You really must sit with the good, the bad, the uglies, and the what the fuck. At the same time, it's about balancing. You really have to celebrate your victories, and see your second place, third place or wherever you feel as though you're in line. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to beat yourself up about it. Definitely feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like winners, since we're just talking about winners, and you know, I don't even know where this analogy is coming from, but I'm rocking. You know, when we're victorious, if you are a competitor, and I'm not talking about, you know, trying to keep up with the Joneses or anything, I'm talking about a legit sport. Track is where my mind is, you know? And when you come in second, yeah, you're, I don't know, happy on a certain level that they won because you gave your best fight. Like they just beat you that day, you know, but it doesn't stop you from feeling some type of way. But the difference between winners and losers is that winners don't quit. They go back and they watch them films. They feel what they're going to feel. Yeah, they be like, damn, you know, I got out the blocks late, or damn, I did this, or damn, I did that. They're watching themselves. They're critiquing. They're learning about themselves, from themselves, because of themselves. They're not in competition with anyone else but themselves. They want to do that better, you know? So don't be so quick to give up. Ground yourself and see exactly where it is that you might have stumbled, fall, lagged out. You know what I'm saying? Take a good look at yourself. And earth energy is very stable. Is your home life stable? Do you feel stable? If you don't, these are the things that you can start working on to create a solid foundation. And like I said, Taurus energy, earth energy, love, home, comfort, finances. Where in your life do you feel as though something could be done better? Something could be made better. Something could be worked, tweaked, peaked better, you know? It's not about just accepting where you are and then giving everybody else the evil eye because they're still working towards whatever it is they want. This little lock is annoying me. Sorry, y'all. Ashe. And it's saying right now, we're in spring, and it's saying right now, and it's saying the watchtower of the east. The east is also about the wind, getting some fresh air, doing some ritual work or some spiritual work, or working with the wind, working with the element of air, you know, earth and air. Get outside, go outside, you know, take a walk, regroup. No matter where you are in life, take a walk, regroup, you know, start to prepare to take your life lessons and leave in the rest, you know. See the flowers. Don't forget that they had to come up through the dirt, baby. They had to push. They had to break from a seed, grow some roots, you know, grow until they can get to that plateau. And then they had to push through. I got that from these flowers. And look at that yellow. That's definitely Oshun coming through. And it's really odd for me, because Oshun does rock with Venus as well. But during this dark moon, it's really odd for me that I find that Lilith came through really heavily, and Oshun, she's coming through right now. For the last couple of days, it's been all about Lilith for me. And for those that rock, Lilith is considered to be the first wife of the original wife of Adam. Thank you so much. And she was created simultaneously at the same time, simultaneously as he. So she viewed herself as an equal, and he wanted to make her basically a servant, you know, and she was like, not with the shits. And either she left or she got exiled from out of Eden, Africa, Ashe. And this is how Eve was created. And I understand, y'all, I get it. There's a lot of Patakis out there. Sacred stories and folklores and legends, Ashe, but that's the one that I rock with. And Oshun is definitely that yellow love, sensuality, you know, but don't get it twisted. When she gets pissed, she doesn't fight like other warriors do. She just removes herself and her sweet water right along with her. You know, she'll have the world looking dry as fuck, you know, and it's just giving you an opportunity to see the challenges, see the hardships. I think this is why Oshun is coming through really hard for me right now, is because she's trying to encourage us to see things. Yes, they do look impossible. Yes, we don't know how we're going to get through it. No, we do not have a clue. But if we ground ourselves, quiet our mind, ask Obatala or whatever deity or Lawa, Orisha that you rock with to keep your brain, your heart, your mind cool and clear so you can see, so you can think. The East, air, intellect, thinking. That's Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. You know, communicators. Spend some time communing with nature, telling nature, you know, what's popping off. Grand Bois is an ancient tree, so that's nature right off rip. Ursula Dawn Tor, she's a female warrior, protector of the babies, even if it's the babies of like new dreams, new thoughts, new ideas. Even though she specifically means babies, I'm just saying if you don't rock, you can still use that energy in regards to new dreams, thoughts, and ideas. Ashe, Ashe, and then you got Boso. He is the bull who's related to the ox. It is the year of the ox. So it's prosperity, manifestation of money, and, you know, whatever it is materialistically that you want. This is a good time to really go after the things that you want, you know, cars, houses, boats, you know, tangible, materialistic type things. This is a good time. That's that Taurus energy. So definitely rock. Definitely rock, but don't forget why you're doing what you're doing. Don't forget that you are ever evolving. You know, some of us have already had a regrowth. Some of us are already going through one, or a rebirth, a regrowth, a rebirth, you know. Let me call you right back. Hand fasting also came through. Union. So this is what I was saying in regards to that earth energy, that Taurus energy, and that Oshun energy, you know, is a good time to take a look at your actual relationships. You know, are there any type of hard conversations that need to be had? Have them. You know, is someone thinking about getting married or taking it to the next level? It's time. What's going on, sis? I just made my 10,000 steps. Yes, you know, so it's a good time to really go ahead and take that plunge. If you've been thinking about it, this is like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. You know, and the hand fasting is the occult way of marriage, you know, and they do have some legal priests or priestesses, I guess you could say, that can really, you know, do the marriage, whether you're in one of the ATRs or part of Wicca, witchcraft, or any of those non-Christian things. You know what I'm saying? So hand fasting, jumping the broom, and jumping the broom is definitely back there. Ashe, Ashe. Yeah, it's definitely back there. So it's a good time to make sure that with all of this energy that's driving people crazy, and they're confused and they're hurt and they're sad, just know that, oh, I say, mama, just know that you're not alone. And you want to make sure that your house is solid. Make sure that you're on a united front, because that energy is definitely looking to tear people apart. It just is. So be mindful of that. Be careful. In bulk. And I was just talking about a rebirth. Yeah, some of us are starting to come into our own, you know, and it is hard. It is hard, you know. Parts of us have to die. Parts of us we have to let go of, you know, people, places, and things in order for us to really turn into this butterfly. Don't forget, the caterpillar had to lose parts of itself, you know, in order to transform, you know. He had to make room. A caterpillar doesn't start out physically on the outside with wings. He had to change and create that spot for where those wings are going to go, for when he pushes himself out or pushes herself out. They there, baby. They there. Yeah. And then they have to, you know, rely on instinct and intuition in regards to how to use them It's always been there. Even for the slowest of caterpillars who didn't know that they were going to transform, or that was the goal, to transform into a butterfly, you know, instinctually, they figure it out, you know. Nature and animals, they really do have it right. They're the ones that don't really fuck around. They allow nature to be as it is. You know, we're the ones that's always trying to change it and go outside of ourselves and be something that we're just not, or create something that is just not meant to be created. Because if it was supposed to be created, Mother Nature, God, Gaia, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Allah would have taken care of that already. Ashe. Ashe. So yeah, just know that you may be facing a hard time. Ashe pops. But if you just give yourself the opportunity and the chance to grow, and growing is a very scary thing, but it's a beautiful thing. You're meant to grow. We're not meant to stay the same, y'all. We're meant to grow. Greetings. Absolutely true. The story of the butterfly, beautifully complicated. Yes, it is. Hey, Mika. Yes, it is. It really is. It's such a beautiful story, and it's such a beautiful thing. And it reminds me a lot of life. You can be so strong, yet so gentle, so scared, and yet so brave. You know what it has to take for the caterpillar to go through all of that and then leave its ground and fly? But remember that it has little feet. Oh, I can land. You mean to tell me I can do both? I got the best of both worlds. I can fly and I can be on land. How do I balance this the fuck out? How do I balance that out? Yeah, it's a beautiful time right now just to get everything together and be gentle and patient and compassionate and love with yourself and with others, you know, definitely. Yeah, so spring energy is really heavy with this awakening, as well as spring itself. Yeah, so that's the intensification. Spring is coming through like gangbusters, you know. So if you're seeing synchronicities or you constantly keep seeing things, that's your spirit team trying to give you that boost. They're trying to give you that boost. Yeah. So I would definitely pay attention to the remainder of the season of spring. They're saying that some things are about to come up. And since we're in the shadow realm tonight, then that may not be a beautiful thing yet. You may not be able to see the beauty in it. But we don't see the beauty in it either. We walk past cocoons probably all the time and don't even notice. But we notice that goddamn butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Butterfly. Yes, we notice that. It's like that. You want to pay attention. Pay attention to how you grieve of the past and how you grieve now. Do you find that you want to go back to doing the old ways of you? Or are you up for the challenge of the new and improved you? Are you going to keep picking at that scab, or are you going to allow it to heal and understand that you're going to have a scar, but it may not be as bad as you think it's going to be, but keep picking at it. It'll definitely be it'll definitely be worse than what it would have been had you just left it alone. That's facts. Ashe, ashe. So yeah, let's take a quick look into the tarot. Yeah, you definitely have the Eight of Swords. This is what I'm talking about. Those conflicts and challenges, you know, internally. I feel as though a lot of it, though, is taking place in your mind. Is a lot of conflict and storms and wars, or you're thinking and feeling that something is brewing, something is coming. You know, don't disregard it. Don't disregard it. The eight is that tween time, is the as above and the so below. So you could be honestly getting messages from the higher ups and of the Igugun, you know, your ancestors, your spirit team. You got to go down to get up. Ashe, ashe. So you could be receiving messages from all over the place. And I don't know how people really feel about rocking with the underworld, but where do you think the ancestors go? You know, where do you think a lot of the power and the messages come from? You can be focused on the light all you want to, but that is going to create imbalance. You won't be balanced. You got to take the good with the bad to actually get what you want out of it. Lessons learned. But something is in your mind. Either you're brewing a war or you feel as though a war is coming. Whatever it is, you definitely want to take a moment and think things through. You definitely do. You definitely want to make sure that things are justified. You definitely want to make sure that you have everything that you need, trusting in your faith, trusting in your abilities, trusting in your gifts. You know, whether you feel as though they're not ready yet or not, you have them. Now will be a good time to start finding ways of using them, strategizing. You know, don't run off of your emotions. Yes, we may be scared. Yes, it's a really dark time here. Yeah, really dark. You see that dark cloud? And then all this gray matter coming through, you know, a storm is definitely a brewing, but you have everything that you need. And from what I just heard, it's not a storm that you've never encountered before. This is one of those storms that's going to determine whether or not you're going to complete this cycle or if you're going to have to take that test again. I don't like retaking tests. Tests are hard enough as it is. So once I get it and I get that passing score and I remember what it is that I need to remember and then I can let go of whatever it is I don't need, that's what it is. But pay attention to the energies and the vibrations because those things do not change. Ashe. Tower moment. This is what we're talking about. Tower moments. Things are tearing down. Things are coming down. And you see it. You know it. It's constantly on your mind, you know, but as opposed to focusing on the fact that you're losing things or things are being lost and, you know, that grief is hitting you. You can only remember, you know, what was. With all of that focus on the tower actually coming down, you're not giving yourself the opportunity to see the possibilities of what you could do with all of that space. How can you build? How can you grow? You know, within grief, sometimes we can only focus on the bad. And we will trick ourselves to believe that we've never had anything good. That's a trap. Try to find a way to see the blessings. That's what that message was talking about, the divine timing of removing things out of your life so that those things that you really do want and the things that, you know, however you rock, want it for you can come on through. But it's not going to come through if you're not willing to do your part, if you're not willing to work it, if you're not willing to take all of those memories and build off that. Make it stronger, make it better, make it new. We talked about adding your piece of the fabric to your ancestral quilt. What are you leaving for the next generation? What do you want them to know about you? How do you want them to see you? What magical teachings, workings, lessons, hardships, life lessons do you want them to know that they can put in their knapsack and go on their journey? Because we're all going to go on a, you know, explore and try to figure things out for ourselves. It's not until we get a little older that we appreciate our elders and then we, you know, see the ways of our ancestors, you know? So yeah, just know that within those moments, your willpower will be needed. Your strength will be needed. Your courage will be needed. Your faith in you, your abilities, and your ancestors, your loved ones here on this realm, and all of your Loas, Orishas, and deities, or however it is that you rock. Ashe, Ashe. Even if it's just in the universe. And if you're an atheist and you believe in absolutely nothing, so this shouldn't be a problem for you either. Ashe, Ashe. What did I say? It's all in your mind. A lot of it is in your head. A lot of it. And you're trapped there. You're keeping yourself trapped there. Before I ever consider that bad juju or a spell or something like that has been worked on you, I'm always going to have you or encourage you to take a look into you. because a lot of the times we are imprisoning ourselves. We're keeping ourselves there. This we know, no matter how ugly or how bad or how much it hurts, we understand this. We don't even know what's around that corner. And you want me to go around that corner and trust and all this faith and everything you're talking about, Robin. You want this, I know. Some of us we're keeping ourselves there. And then we forgot that we put ourselves there. We're believing our own illusions. It's time for you to trust the knowledge. You've done a lot of reading and learning and exploring and, hardships. I don't care if you're 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been on this earth for 12 years. You know some things. You may not know as much as others, or you may not know as much as someone who's 45 or 55 or 75. Come through, Ocean, with the numbers of 5, Ashe. But at 12, you know more than you did at 3, even though you may not remember. And according to who people are, they say you remember most when you're young and tend to forget, and that's the whole journey. I get it. But just speaking in layman terms, you know more at 12 than you did at 3. You know that you can walk and talk. At 3, you may not know that you can do those things. That's all I'm saying. So just remember that you've come a long way. You may have a long way to go, don't we all? This road don't end until it ends, baby. So yeah, you've come a long way and you've learned a lot and you've studied people and you watched and you tried things. You now understand what works and what doesn't work. The question of it is, are you going to take what does work and leave what doesn't work, or are you going to try to make it all go? You just want to drag all that shit with you to the next place. These are the questions. And let's see what energies, as far as Orishas and Lawas, that you can rock with during this time. The whole spiritual realm, baby. The whole spiritual realm. This is Grambois, Ashe. So this is the 10 of Cups. So an emotional cycle needs or wants to come to an end. And this looks like the as above, but this is actually the so below. This is below, like the Earth's core crust at the bottom of the ocean, past that. Ashe, Ashe. So this is where you can find those spirits, those ancestors, those energies. Ashe. So it's a mirror image. And are you seeing yourself clearly? Are you falling into the illusions of your thoughts, your emotional thoughts, your feelings of it all? So this is a good time to work with the ancestors, work with your spiritual team in regards to helping you process whatever it is that you feel stuck. If you feel stuck, and some of us do feel stuck, some of us in our mind, we're a totally different person. We're energetic. We're making moves. We got things that we want to accomplish, but in real time, in real life, we just can't seem to get off the sofa. There's a reason for that. And just work it. And again, don't restrict yourself. Don't put it in a box. No matter how long it takes, all pain is temporary. Come through, Ray Lewis, Baltimorean, Raven, Ashe. All pain is temporary, no matter how long it lasts. That's facts. That's facts. So there's a lot of wisdom here as well. There's a little red snake here. So wisdom, growth, that's also transformation. You know how I feel about my Naga energy, that serpentine energy, that snake energy. If a snake doesn't shed its skin, it will die. So transformation needs to be had. So the way that you have been dealing with your emotions and your thoughts and your feelings, you're about sick of that shit. You're like, I don't even want to go through this. Like, why do I have to? It's not really that deep, but you're used to dealing with everything the same way. And that cycle is coming to an end. It really just, it is. And another energy that you can work with is the Marasa Toi. That's triple goddess energy. So that could be Grand Ursuli Frida, Ursuli Dantor, or it could be Yemaya, Oya, and Oshun, Ashe, or it could be Medusa, especially since we're talking about the dark moon, Ashe, any other triple goddesses within their own right, Hecate, Persephone, Lilith, and Oya. Y'all know Lilith and Oya has been rocking real heavy with me, as well as Medusa. She comes through when she comes through. And I definitely don't want to negate the fact that Kali Ma is also considered Ashe. So yeah, or whoever it is that you rock with triple goddess energy, the Marasatwa is definitely coming through. And this is also the lovers. So again, we have that manifestation and we have that union. So this is what I'm going to say. Sex magic is the name of the game tonight, baby. Sex magic is the name of the game tonight. Even if you're not in a union, so to speak, you know, you and your body, get to know it. Explore. Some people are just coming out of that Christian realm or that religious realm where sex, especially for women, was very taboo or is taboo. And I know that within itself is a very hard thing because they get to your mind, you know what I'm saying? And then it causes you to feel, whatever it is you're going to feel. But sex magic is the name of the game, baby. Sex magic is the name of the game. So you can utilize the energetic energies of Ogun. If you got a vibrator, baby, do what you do. Do what you do. Do what you do. And, just free. Have that orgasm. You know what I'm saying? Feel those bodies moving. Somebody rocking, knocking, no boots. Yes, it's a good time for that. Ashe. Shadow work questions or words that you can think about. When I say these words, how does it make you feel when you see these images? And this is from the dark mirror. We're going to have to put a pause on that. Every time I get to the yummy goodness, it's my sign. All right. I'll be back with that part. That's right on time, though.
She's right here. Boy, shut up.
Boy.